Hello and welcome to our video for Sociology 417 Program Administration. We are Team 5 and this video is accumulation of the 4 tools that we thought were most useful throughout the semester. I'm Janessa.
I'm Christina.
And we have 6 members of our team total, including us and Leslie, Trent, Carolyn, and Carly.
So we're going to talk about 4 different tools that we chose as a group, which we thought were the most important ones. The first one is meat and potatoes. It stresses on the importance of excellent customer service and how that is important in an organization. It talks about how an organization needs to pay attention to its customer, its needs, because the reason the organization exists is because of the customers. It talks about how you got to listen to the customer and listen to their needs and respond accordingly, because it is really important as a leader to stay engaged. As an example of how we can use that tool in organization is have surveys in the receipt. How Taco Bell and many other like Walmart has this a link to their survey in the bottom of the receipt, how they want to hear from how your experience was and how the surveys will help them improve their service to the customers.
Right. Which leads into our next tool, which is 5 ways to foster healthy communication in conflict situations. This tool includes the fact that creating good communication is vital in maintaining good relationships, especially in the workplace, because it prevents miscommunication, which happens a lot in the workplace. You have to create a positive and a motivating environment, and this helps to build respect and trust and to resolve differences among coworkers. How you do this is you face the conversation, so you go up to that person face to face, not behind their back. You check the setting of the meeting to make sure that there's no unnecessary people around so that you can resolve the conflict properly. You bring your own solutions to the table with your conflict, so you aren't just sitting there waiting for them to resolve it. And then you want to make sure you try to step in the other person's shoes, see how they're feeling about the situation, or if maybe you're part of the problem.
So moving on to our next tool. Our next tool is celebrate. So celebrate when the employees and the volunteers at the non-profit organization, they're very passionate about what they do and why they are there. So it is really important for an organization to recognize the accomplishment of the employees, because they are the one who is doing the work. So it is celebrating their success would also mean that we're encouraging them, we're motivating them, and we think that they are an important part of the organization, which helps motivate them, do a better job, be more engaged in the organization. And how you can do it is in meetings, we can have a separate time allocated for to acknowledge all the accomplishment of the worker, the employees and volunteers. It may be like professional, like let's say a person is there in the organization for 5 years. So you just acknowledge that they are there for 5 years and thank them for their service and their hard work. And the next other thing that can be done is after the completion of each project, there can be a small gathering, thanking all the people who helped make the project a success, thank them for their hard work, and just keep motivating them.
Right. Which leads us to our last tool, which is fail not, succeed not. So although you have to celebrate, you do have to recognize that failure is possible, and you have to make sure that you realize that it's not always a bad thing. You can learn from failure. Steps to ensure that the company is set up for success is conducting annual growth risk audits as a part of budgeting and strategy process. You have to have a business unit. Leaders create for independent and cross-functional teams among the company that are responsible for monitoring this risk and growth and implementing risk management plans. And then you also have to have a base that's a meaningful percentage of the compensation of all of the senior leaders in management on successfully managing these risk and growth programs.
So these were the four tools that we chose, and we had a great time in this class, learned a lot of tools, and we'd like to thank you for watching the video. Thank you. You have a good day.